Chapter 1. The Ghost of Christmas. Vanished London, draped in a blanket of freshly fallen snow, glittered under the soft glow of twinkling lights. Festive melodies echoed through the streets, creating an enchanting backdrop for the city's annual celebration. Yet, amid the merriment, an unsettling chill lingered, a mystery that would cast a shadow over the joyous season. At St. Nicholas Memorial Hospital, a place known for mending broken bodies, a notable figure had met his end. Sir Archibald Worthington, philanthropist and influential community leader, lay in repose awaiting a dignified burial befitting his status. But as the clock struck midnight, his body vanished, leaving behind an empty casket and a ghostly void in the holiday air. Drey, with an uncanny ability to sense disturbances in the city's equilibrium, received a cryptic message on his YouTube channel. A silhouette against the frosted window, a face shrouded in shadows, whispered of a disappearance that begged his investigative prowess. The enigmatic note simply read, "The ghost of Christmas vanished." Curiosity sparked. Drey's moody yet determined demeanor shifted into investigative overdrive. He reached out to two allies whose skills were as indispensable as the Christmas spirit itself. Amelia, the relentless investigative journalist with a penchant for uncovering hidden truths, and Malcolm, the retired detective whose instincts remained as sharp as the blade of a skater on a frozen pond. The trio convened in a dimly lit corner of a coffee shop, their breath visible in the crisp winter air as they mulled over the enigma at hand. The disappearance of Sir Archibald's body wasn't just a crime. It was a riddle woven into the very fabric of Christmas itself. As they sipped on steaming cups of cocoa, plans took shape in the flicker of candlelight. The city's festive glow couldn't mask the gravity of their mission. Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm, an unlikely alliance bound by a shared commitment to justice, set forth into the snowy streets of London, their quest for truth beginning in the heart of a Christmas mystery that threatened to dampen the holiday spirit. Chapter 2. Yuletide Enigma. The trio moved through the snow-kissed streets, a symphony of crunching footsteps harmonizing with distant carolers. Drey, with his tousled hair and contemplative gaze, led the way. Amelia, a figure of determination and purpose, followed close behind. Malcolm, the seasoned detective with a weathered yet discerning countenance, brought up the rear. Their destination? The St. Nicholas Memorial Hospital, where the spirit of Christmas had been replaced by an unsettling void. The looming facade of the hospital, usually a beacon of hope, now stood as a silent witness to the inexplicable disappearance. Snowflakes danced in the glow of lamplights, creating an ethereal backdrop for the trio's investigation. Entering the hushed halls, the scent of antiseptic mingled with the faint aroma of pine. The trio approached Sir Archibald's room, finding it locked, seemingly undisturbed since his last moments. Drey's keen eye noticed the subtle signs of a struggle, imperceptible to the untrained observer. Scratches on the floor, a displaced chair, the traces of a clandestine act. Amelia, armed with her notepad and an insatiable curiosity, began questioning hospital staff. Her incisive queries revealed a complex tapestry of relationships surrounding Sir Archibald. Whispers of family disputes and business rivalries floated in the air, a cacophony of motives that only deepened the enigma. Meanwhile, Malcolm, with a well-practiced gaze, surveyed the room like a chessboard. He retraced the steps leading to the disappearance, drawing mental lines between the seemingly unrelated dots. His retired status hadn't dulled the edge of his investigative acumen, and he sensed that this Yuletide enigma extended far beyond the hospital walls. As the trio reconvened, the cold seeped through their coats, but it couldn't extinguish the fire of determination in their eyes. The missing body wasn't just a puzzle to solve, it was a challenge to the very essence of Christmas, the season of joy, goodwill, and inexplicable mysteries. With a shared nod, they decided to broaden their investigation. The city, adorned with festive lights and adorned trees, held secrets within its alleys and boulevards. And so, Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm ventured into the heart of London, guided by the promise of unwrapping a Christmas mystery that would test not only their investigative skills, but the resilience of the holiday spirit itself. Chapter 3. Tangled Tinsel. London's festive charm, adorned with twinkling lights and tinsel, wrapped the trio in a cocoon of holiday spirit as they navigated the city's heart. Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm delved into Christmas markets, their senses inundated with the scent of roasted chestnuts and the melodies of carolers echoing through the air. In the midst of the jolly chaos, Drey's YouTube followers flooded the channel with tips and speculations. The virtual sleuthing community was alive, buzzing with theories as varied as ornaments on a Christmas tree. Drey, in his signature arty yet moody style, sifted through the digital chatter, extracting morsels of information that could untangle the Yuletide enigma. Amelia, with her notepad in hand, engaged in conversations with market vendors and revelers. Clues began to surface, whispers of a hooded figure seen near the hospital, rumors of a clandestine meeting in a nearby alley. The city's pulse beat with intrigue, and the trio followed the rhythm, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the mystery. As they traversed the decorated streets, Malcolm's experienced eyes caught subtle details. A discarded glove here, a fleeting glance there. His instincts honed over years on the force picked up on nuances others might overlook. He sensed the tangled web of relationships surrounding Sir Archibald extended beyond the hospital walls, weaving through the city like a hidden current. In a quaint cafe, adorned with mistletoe and laughter, the trio convened to share their findings. The air was thick with anticipation, and the warmth of hot cocoa mirrored the growing intensity of their investigation. Dialogue flowed like a river, each member contributing a piece to the puzzle. Amelia's notes unveiled a world of rivalries and resentments. Malcolm's observations hinted at a well-orchestrated plan, and Drey's digital sleuthing led them down virtual rabbit holes. The missing body was more than a mere crime. It was a reflection of fractured relationships, concealed behind the facade of festive cheer. As the trio ventured deeper into the labyrinth of Christmas intrigue, they felt the weight of the city's expectations on their shoulders. The missing body wasn't just a puzzle. It was a symbol of London's vulnerability, a chink in the armor of holiday joy. With resolute determination, they set forth into the wintry night, ready to untangle the tinsel of deception and reveal the truth that lurked beneath the surface of the season's festivities. Chapter 4. Mistletoe and Machinations. The night air hung heavy with the scent of pine as the trio followed the breadcrumbs of their investigation. The city, draped in a festive glow, seemed to harbor secrets behind every glittering facade. Drey's YouTube channel had become a virtual war room, a hub of speculation and theories. The digital sleuthing community, fueled by the allure of a Christmas mystery, scrutinized every pixel of Drey's videos for hidden clues. Theories ranged from an elaborate prank to a sinister plot to sabotage the holiday spirit itself. Amelia, undeterred by the virtual cacophony, pressed on with her on-the-ground inquiries. She delved into Sir Archibald's personal life, uncovering a trail of strained familial ties and business disputes. The philanthropist's altruistic image crumbled like a fragile snowflake, revealing a more complex portrait. Malcolm, relying on his seasoned instincts, expanded the investigation beyond the hospital grounds. He combed through financial records, unearthing transactions that hinted at a clandestine world beneath the veneer of Christmas cheer. A network of dubious connections began to emerge, entangling the missing body in a web of intrigue. The trio's journey led them to a clandestine Christmas party, where the city's elite reveled behind closed doors. The venue, adorned with mistletoe and masked by the merriment of the season, became the backdrop for their next phase of investigation. Underneath the twinkling lights, they observed, unnoticed, as the city's power players engaged in conversations laden with subtext. Cryptic exchanges and knowing glances fueled suspicions, pointing to a motive that extended beyond mere greed or revenge. Amelia, posing as a partygoer, struck up conversations, her sharp questions cutting through the festive veneer. Malcolm, with the skill of a seasoned detective, observed body language and nuances that betrayed hidden alliances. Drey, always the outsider with a keen eye for detail, captured snippets of conversations that would later become the focal point of his next video. As the night wore on, the trio unearthed a conspiracy as intricate as a snowflake. The missing body, they realized, was a mere pawn in a larger game, one that threatened not only the spirit of Christmas, but the very fabric of the city they called home. With a shared glance, Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm understood that the tangled threads of their investigation were leading them toward a revelation that would shake London to its core. The missing body, now symbolic of a city's vulnerability, awaited discovery in the heart of a Christmas conspiracy that blurred the line between festive celebration and calculated machination. Chapter 5. Frosty Alliances. London's winter night held an icy grip, mirroring the chill that crept through the trio's veins as they unraveled the labyrinthine conspiracy. The city's pulse seemed to quicken, echoing the urgency of their pursuit as they ventured deeper into the underbelly of the festive season. Drey's YouTube channel became a beacon for truth seekers, a virtual town square where the latest revelations were dissected and debated. His arty demeanor took a back seat to the gravity of the situation. Each revelation he unveiled had the potential to shatter illusions and expose alliances as fragile as delicate snowflakes. Amelia's investigative prowess led the trio to an old mansion on the outskirts of London, an inconspicuous hub of clandestine meetings. Veiled in shadows, the mansion held the key to the missing body and the conspiracies that threatened to tarnish the holiday spirit. The air within was thick with the scent of secrecy, and the trio tiptoed through dimly lit corridors, guided by the flickering glow of candles. Malcolm's experience as a detective proved invaluable as he deciphered the coded language exchanged among the clandestine gathering. In a room adorned with ancient tapestries, they stumbled upon a ledger, a meticulous record of nefarious dealings that linked the city's elite to the missing body's disappearance. As the trio pored over the ledger, a realization dawned. Sir Archibald's demise was not an isolated incident, but part of a larger scheme orchestrated by an elusive puppet master. The motive transcended personal vendettas. It was an attempt to manipulate the very foundations of the city for an unknown agenda. With the weight of their discoveries pressing upon them, Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm strategized their next move. The clandestine gathering intensified its activities, unaware that the trio was on the verge of exposing their frosty alliances. The tension in the air was palpable as the trio, fueled by determination, prepared to confront the puppet master pulling the strings. The missing body, a mere chess piece in the grand scheme, awaited its moment of revelation, a revelation that would not only uncover the truth, but also bring a frosty reckoning to those who dared to manipulate the essence of Christmas itself. Chapter 6. Shadows in the Snow. The mansion loomed before them, a spectral silhouette against the wintry night. As Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm approached, the air seemed to vibrate with an unsettling energy, and the crunch of snow beneath their feet echoed like a foreboding drumbeat. Inside, the clandestine gathering continued its charade, oblivious to the trio's presence. The grand hall, adorned with glistening ornaments and twinkling lights, stood in stark contrast to the shadows that clung to the corners, hiding secrets as dark as the longest night of the year. Drey, with his camera rolling, entered first, his every step calculated to capture the essence of the clandestine affair. Amelia, disguised in the guise of an attendee, expertly navigated the crowd, eavesdropping on hushed conversations that hinted at the extent of the conspiracy. Malcolm, the seasoned detective, blended into the background, observing the interplay of power and deceit. The trio soon realized that the missing body held a symbolic importance for the puppet master, a pawn sacrificed in a game of influence. As they delved deeper, they uncovered a network of alliances, betrayal, and a plot that reached the highest echelons of the city's hierarchy. In a dimly lit study, the puppet master's lair, they discovered a wall adorned with photographs, each depicting a figure from London's political and business elite. The missing body, they surmised, was a tool used to enforce compliance and silence dissent. The puppet master had exploited the city's vulnerabilities, using the holiday season as a smokescreen for their machinations. As the trio pieced together the puzzle, a door creaked open, revealing the silhouette of the elusive puppet master. A masked figure draped in shadows stepped forward, acknowledging the trio's intrusion with a chilling smile. The room seemed to drop in temperature as the puppet master's voice, a melodic whisper, filled the air. "I see you've unraveled my little winter tale," the puppet master taunted, revealing a mastery of the art of manipulation. The missing body, now a mere specter in the grand narrative, became a symbol of the trio's struggle against the unseen forces that sought to control the city. With a flick of the puppet master's wrist, the shadows danced, enveloping the trio in an otherworldly chill. The battle for the truth had escalated, and as the trio confronted the puppet master, they realized that the missing body was more than a victim. It was a pawn in a cosmic game where the lines between right and wrong blurred like falling snow. Chapter 7. Dance of Deception. The grand hall, adorned with glittering decorations, became the stage for a clandestine dance of deception. The puppet master, shrouded in shadows, moved with an eerie grace, orchestrating the unfolding drama with every calculated step. Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm found themselves entangled in a web of intrigue, where the truth remained elusive and danger lurked in every corner. As the trio confronted the puppet master, the masked figure's words hung in the air like a haunting melody. "You stumbled upon a tale meant to remain buried in the snow," they intoned, their voice echoing through the cavernous hall. The revelers, oblivious to the unfolding drama, continued to twirl and sway to the music, their merriment a stark contrast to the ominous undertones. Drey's camera captured the tension in the room, the subtle glances, the masked faces, and the palpable anticipation. Amelia, drawing upon her investigative instincts, engaged the puppet master in a verbal dance, seeking to unveil the motive behind the elaborate charade. Malcolm, ever vigilant, surveyed the crowd, searching for allies or adversaries hidden in plain sight. Amidst the festivity, the puppet master's revelation sent shivers down the trio's spines. The missing body, they learned, was a pawn in a power struggle fueled by ancient grudges and modern ambitions. The city's elite had conspired to reshape its destiny, using the puppet master as their unseen hand. A sudden hush fell over the hall as the puppet master, with a theatrical flourish, revealed a hidden compartment beneath the floor. The missing body lay within, a macabre centerpiece in the puppet master's grand design. The revelation sent shock waves through the trio, exposing the fragility of their understanding. The dance of deception intensified as alliances shifted, and the puppet master revealed a startling twist. The missing body was not a victim, but a puppet, manipulated into a role that served the puppet master's ultimate agenda. The city's fate hung in the balance, suspended between the puppet master's strings and the trio's desperate attempts to cut them. As the grand hall echoed with gasps and whispers, the trio realized that their pursuit of truth had led them into a labyrinth of lies. The missing body, once a symbol of mystery, now embodied the city's struggle against the puppet master's malevolent choreography. The dance continued, each step bringing the trio closer to the heart of the conspiracy, where the distinction between puppet and puppet master blurred in the flickering light of deception. Chapter 8. Threads Unraveled. The puppet master's revelation hung in the air like a macabre tableau, frozen in the midst of the dance. The trio, caught in a web of intrigue, faced a choice: succumb to the shadows or unravel the threads that bound them to the puppet master's puppetry. In the dimly lit study, the trio confronted the puppet master, their determination unwavering. The missing body, once a symbol of manipulation, now demanded justice. Drey's camera, a silent witness to the unfolding drama, captured the intensity in every frame, the glint of hidden motives, the tension in the puppet master's mask, and the trio's resolve to expose the truth. Amelia, her investigative instincts sharper than ever, questioned the puppet master's motives, peeling away layers of deceit to reveal the underlying narrative. Malcolm, his years of experience as a detective guiding him, observed the subtle shifts in the puppet master's demeanor, searching for the chink in their enigmatic armor. As the trio pressed on, the puppet master's defenses began to crumble. The missing body, a puppet in the grand theater of deception, held the key to a clandestine agenda that transcended the confines of the city. The puppet master, once a shadowy orchestrator, now found themselves ensnared in a narrative spun by their own creation. In a moment of revelation, the puppet master unmasked themselves, revealing the face behind the mask, a face familiar to the trio. The missing body, it turned out, was not a stranger but a pawn with a face they all recognized. The revelation sent shockwaves through the room, reshaping the narrative into a personal vendetta that reached back into the trio's own pasts. The study, once a sanctuary of secrets, became a battleground of truths and lies. The puppet master, stripped of their anonymity, stood exposed, their motives laid bare. The missing body, a pawn no more, became a symbol of the trio's resilience against manipulation. As the confrontation reached its climax, the puppet master, cornered by the trio's relentless pursuit of truth, uttered a chilling prophecy, a revelation that would shatter the foundations of everything the trio believed in. The missing body, once a pawn in the puppet master's game, now held the key to a truth that could unravel the very fabric of reality. The study, now a theater of reckoning, bore witness to the trio's unyielding determination. The missing body, once lost in the shadows, emerged as a beacon of revelation, pointing the way to a resolution that promised both redemption and retribution. The threads of deception began to unravel, setting the stage for a final act where the puppet master's legacy would be defined by the consequences of their own creation. Chapter 9. Veil of Vindication. The trio stood on the precipice of revelation, the echoes of the puppet master's prophecy reverberating through the dimly lit study. The missing body, once a pawn in a grand game of manipulation, now held the key to a truth that promised to rewrite the narrative of the city's darkest secrets. As Drey adjusted his camera, capturing the intensity etched on the faces of Amelia, Malcolm, and the unmasked puppet master, the atmosphere in the study crackled with anticipation. The missing body, positioned at the center of the room, seemed to carry the weight of untold stories, waiting to be unraveled. Amelia, fueled by a relentless pursuit of justice, delved into the puppet master's revelation. The missing body, she discovered, was a catalyst for a vendetta rooted in the trio's shared history. The threads of deception, intricately woven through the city's past, led to a revelation that tested the trio's resilience and challenged their understanding of reality. Malcolm, his eyes reflecting a mix of determination and uncertainty, surveyed the study as if searching for hidden truths in the shadows. The puppet master, unmasked and vulnerable, offered glimpses into their own tangled motivations, adding layers to a narrative that transcended the boundaries of right and wrong. In the hushed dialogue that unfolded, the trio and the puppet master engaged in a battle of words, each revelation punctuating the air with revelations and accusations. The missing body, once a symbol of manipulation, became a mirror reflecting the trio's own vulnerabilities and the sins of the city they sought to cleanse. As the layers of deception peeled away, the trio's pursuit of truth converged with the puppet master's revelation. The missing body, it appeared, was the linchpin in a narrative that intertwined the trio's fates with the city's destiny. The study, once a haven for secrets, became a crucible of vindication and reckoning. In a moment of epiphany, Drey's camera captured the trio's realization. They were not mere players in the puppet master's game, but architects of their own destinies. The missing body, a silent witness to the trio's journey, stood as a testament to their resilience, a symbol of vindication that transcended the shadows. As the chapter unfolded, the trio's pursuit of truth and justice intertwined with a revelation that left them standing at the crossroads of redemption and retribution. The missing body, once lost in the labyrinth of deception, emerged as a beacon, guiding the trio toward a resolution that promised to shatter the veils of manipulation and illuminate the path to ultimate vindication. Chapter 10: Echoes of Redemption. The missing body, a silent witness to the tumultuous journey of Drey, Amelia, and Malcolm, stood as a poignant reminder of the battles fought and the truths uncovered. In the study, where shadows and revelations danced in tandem, the trio prepared for the final act, a crescendo that would echo through the annals of their shared history. Drey, his camera a steady companion, framed the study as if capturing the essence of a pivotal moment. The missing body, positioned at the heart of the room, exuded an aura of finality, a symbol of the trio's unyielding resolve against the puppet master's machinations. Amelia, her eyes reflecting the weight of the revelations, sifted through the remnants of the puppet master's legacy. The missing body, she realized, held not only the key to the city's secrets, but also the redemption sought by a trio entwined in a tapestry of fate. Her pen danced across the pages of her notepad, etching the final lines of a narrative that had unfolded against the backdrop of the city's darkest alleys. Malcolm, the lines on his weathered face etched with a mix of exhaustion and determination, surveyed the study with a seasoned gaze. The puppet master, once a puppeteer orchestrating the city's narrative, now stood revealed, stripped of their illusions. The missing body, a vessel of truth, beckoned to Malcolm, urging him to confront the shadows that lingered in the recesses of his own past. As the trio confronted the puppet master, a dialogue ensued, a symphony of words that echoed with the gravity of unspoken truths. The missing body, a symbol of both loss and revelation, became the catalyst for a reckoning that transcended the confines of the study. The puppet master, their vulnerabilities laid bare, offered a glimpse into the motivations that had driven them to manipulate the city's fate. In the penultimate moments, Drey's camera captured the trio's collective realization. The missing body was not merely a prop in the puppet master's play, but a mirror reflecting the flaws and virtues of those who sought to decipher its mysteries. The study, once a realm of shadows, now bore witness to a pact forged in the crucible of shared adversity. The resolution unfolded, the missing body reclaiming its role as a catalyst for redemption. The puppet master, unmasked and vulnerable, faced the consequences of their own creation. The study, bathed in the soft glow of revelation, became a sanctuary where the echoes of the past resonated with the promise of a renewed future. As the chapter drew to a close, the missing body stood as a testament to the trio's journey, a journey marked by resilience, revelation, and the pursuit of justice. The study, once a bastion of secrets, now bore witness to the echoes of redemption, a promise that the city, like the missing body, could find solace in the embrace of truth and the echoes of a triumphant trio.